Hey there, guys. You may have heard that the JP server recently introduced a new game mode to Brave Exvius, Road to Glory. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you Road to Glory. I'm going to be trying to explain the event, show you, the way it works. I'm going to do a run as well, and hopefully we'll be successful. And I will say, this event is currently in beta testing. The developers have said this is not going to be the final version of the event. They're just running this as a test to make sure it all works, etc. It'll be updated. And also, just for the people that I was talking to on Discord, where I said the event, you can just turn one OTK with all modifiers. Turns out I didn't realize that after you do some modifier clears, it unlocks more modifiers. And with all the final modifiers turned on, you're not turn one OTK in it. At least I'm not. Anyway, so you can get into Road to Glory through either the button on the home screen, or while it's open, you can go through the Vortex menu. And this is Road to Glory once it loads up. This is Road to Glory. So this is like a ranked exploration with lots of modifiers you can turn on. Similar to Clash of Wills, if you're a global player, but definitely some major differences. So I'll just go over real quick all the stuff for Road to Glory. So we'll go over one button at a time. Oh, this is just showing my best clear. Ignore that. That was a test run. We're going to be doing a much better clear in a moment, so we're not even going to go over that. But anyway, this shows you your personal best clear. This is where I went in with a rebellion party, OTK'd it. These were the modifiers I turned on, and I'm going to explain all of them in English. Don't worry, I'm just, previewing real quick. Anyway, the bottom right button shows you your highest lifetime clear. The next button just shows you ranking rewards. These are personal milestones. They're pretty easy to get, honestly speaking. And here's the ranking rewards. The ranking is a little confusing. I'm going to explain it to you in a minute. But here's the ranking reward. So rank 1, it seems to be a shared rank 1. But unlike, for example, Vision Worlds, where the rank 1 is a definite static goal, like as an example, if you deal 8 billion damage to the Vision World boss, you get a rank 1. This is a sliding scale rank 1, so it depends how many other players have done well, and I'll explain more about that in a second. But here's the reward. So this golden little crystal at the top, 4,500 at rank 1, that's a special currency. I'll show you more about that in a second. You also get some Wilk shards. You get Wilk himself from milestones. Notice he's at the 30,000 milestone, and then you get 50 Wilk shards at 45,000 milestone. So pretty much everyone should get an EX1 Wilk guaranteed. Also, for the global players, keep in mind, Wilk on JP is different than the Wilk on global. JP adjusts the kits and all that. It's not the exact same Wilk. It's a whole new kit, etc., etc. Anyway, he's overall, at first glance, seems to be a decentish unit, but it's not really the point of the video here. Anyway, you get more Wilk shards at rank 1, so for the first run of the event, if you're getting rank, it looks like rank 2 or above, you'll get, or tier 2 or above, you'll get an EX2 Wilk by the end. Otherwise, sad face. Anyway, down here, this one, the third button, the little King Mog. This one is, no, these are the little crystal things. I've already spent all mine. I'm going to be getting 4,500 more if I get rank 1. So these are the currency. This is used to buy the Brave insignias for Wilk. So this is how you enhance his abilities. His abilities can be awakened a lot more than usual. I think they go up to tier 6 or something. I don't know. In any case, these are how you awaken Wilk's abilities. I've already spent all the ones I've earned. The last 450 or 4,500, times 10 will be available if I get a rank 1 in Road to Glory. This right here is, special quest. So Road to Glory, whoops, not that, that's daily quest. Road to Glory has some special quests as well. These are just one-time quests. Clear 100 enemies in Road to Glory. Clear it 3 times. I've already done a bunch of these. Find all 8 hidden treasure chests, etc., etc. Just, single one-time quest. Anyway, let's get back to Road to Glory. Oh my god, we left entirely. Whoops. Okay, this one right here, this is the current ranking system. Now, this one is a sliding scale. Yesterday, I was rank 1. It turned out more people got rank 1, and it pushed me down. So if you look here, these are actually tiers in this little pyramid here. So I'm probably not the best to explain this. So the amount of people that do clears entirely form the base of the pyramid. So the more people that run the event, the more narrow the upper tiers become. So when I did the event on day 1 or day 2, I don't know, when I did the event early on, I'll show you a screenshot real quick. So let me just bring up my old score. This was my, my first clear. As you can see, at 69,500 points, I was in tier 1. I was getting a shared rank 1 for this event. But let's go ahead and bring this back up. But as you can see, as more people have done the event, the rank 1 top of the pyramid is smaller. So I have to get a better score to get back into the rank 1 category, which we're going to hope. So if you see at the bottom down here, it says 73,500. That is the current cutoff for rank 1. But again, as more people do the event, the rankings will adjust, and that'll go up if more people get high scores or if more people do the event. So it's a little bit of a confusing ranking system, but hopefully I explained it as best I can. And this will show you the current tiers as well as a sample party that person used. And it's actually kind of really cool. We're going to look at the current cutoff. Now, this is not the highest score player. This is, I think, the minimum score player and showing what they did. We can look at their team and everything. So these are the modifiers they turned on. We're going to go over that more in a minute. Don't worry, I'm going to explain the modifiers in English, but just to show you what he did, or she did, whoever it is. There you go. And oh my God, the UI is a little finicky. And we can look at their party as well. This is the party. Oh, we can expand it. I didn't even realize that. Oh, never mind. Okay, so this is the party that this person used, and here's the modifiers that they used, etc. Just as an example, you can preview and look at what people are using. So they used Bismarck Fina as their leader, with Noctis, Knights of Grand Shout. It's like a holy blessing of the Crystal Party. Okay. Anyway, that's explaining the stuff. Now let's go explain what the event is. So here's the challenge modifiers. So what the event is, on the beta at least, we're going to be going to an exploration with enemies during the exploration, hidden treasure chest, etc. There's a boss at the end, all that kind of stuff. Now I'm going to bring up a map for you real quick. It looks like they're reusing they literally are reusing the Foolin Pass exploration from Season 1 of the main story. This is like, I think, the second exploration you do in the entire game, the Foolin Pass. The treasure chests are mostly in the same place. One or two of them are missing from the Road to Glory. But for the most part, they're recycling this early Season 1 exploration for the beta test. Again, I'm sure once the real final event comes out, it's no longer in beta testing. Hopefully we get some unique content, not like a recycled Season 1 map. But for now, it's a Season 1 map, and that's the map we're going to be doing. Let's get back to the game. So these are the modifiers we're going to turn on. Now this might take a minute, but I'm going to go through the modifiers one by one. And each of them gives you various amounts of points. Before we get to that, though, these are the modifiers you turn on per run. I'll show you some of the other things. These are permanent milestones during the event. So I've already found all the treasure chests and all the hidden passages. You know, we actually have the map from the wiki, so I kind of cheated. I kind of knew where all the hidden passages were, etc., etc. But if you find them all, you get these points, and these are permanent points. Once you accomplish these, they never reset. All the future runs, it's already done. So on your second, third, fourth run, you can ignore all the treasure chests because they're already opened, and you already get the points for them being open. These that I haven't done are just some missions to clear 5 of specific enemy types. For example, one of them is to find and defeat 3 of the mini cactuars. defeat 5 of the Magitech Riders, etc. Basically, they're just saying spend some time grinding in the zone. I haven't done that yet. I'll do that eventually. Get some free, 3,000 more points. And then over here, this I hope they change. I really hope they change. I don't like this. So these are bonuses. You use silver keys to unlock them. The thing is, you have to use the silver key for every single completion. Apparently, if you lose, the silver key is refunded. But if you win, it is consumed. I don't like this because silver keys are pretty irritating to craft, honestly speaking. And if you want the highest rank, I mean, obviously you're going to have to turn these on, and that's a little unfortunate. I hope that gets changed during the beta. And as far as what these modifiers are, the top one, this increases your rank experience, unit experience, and your gil obtained by 3 times. So a 300% bonus to your, gil, EXP, and unit experience. The second one is it turns on continues, so you can spend lapis to continue. I wouldn't recommend that. And then the third one is it displays the treasure chest on the mini-map like a radar. So these are kind of like, small cheat codes, so to speak, or bonuses, but they give you ranking points, and I don't like that because as far as I'm aware, you have to turn these on to get a maximum possible score. Anyway, to the main modifiers. These are the ones you adjust per run. So I'm going to go over all of them. The ones with the square box, you can just turn on at will, turn on or off. The ones with a circle, each category, you pick one from that category. So let's go ahead and go through the list. So this one at the top is no items. That's a pretty easy one. Definitely turn that on. The second one is no duplicate units. Pretty much like Dark Visions, Clash of Wills, etc. Turn that on, you'll feel right at home. But if you turn it off, you could bring duplicates if you own them. So if you want to bring 2 different True King Noctises to chain with yourself, you can. By the way, there is no friend unit in this event, and you're also only taking 5 of your own units. It's a 5-man party. Anyway, so this next section is your unit categories. So, and for these, they're worth different amount of points. So if you want the maximum possible points, you're going to want to pick one of these bottom 3 because they're worth the most points. But let's go through them one at a time. So this one is only Flag of Rebellion units. This one is only Royal Flag units. It's a new category for Global, coming soon. This one is the Gathering only units. This one is Elite Soldiers only. Again, a new category coming to Global soon. This one is JP Anniversary units only. This one is Chaos Bringers only, another category coming later. This one is Another World or Collaboration units only. Now we get to some more complicated ones. This one is Flag of Rebellion and Earth. So this needs to be only Earth category Flag of Rebellions like Ramza, Tulian, etc. This one is the Gathering and Fire, so only Fire gatherings like Locke, Galoof, etc. This one is Elite Soldiers and Light only, so like Tyvis, the Esper Tyvis, etc. This one is, I overlooked one. Yeah, I overlooked one. Whoops. So we're going to go for the bottom here. So this one is Guardians only. Again, a category not available on Global yet. It'll be there soon. This one is Evocation only. And this one is Blessing of the Crystal only. So Blessing of the Crystal or Guardians, in my opinion, seem like 2 of the better ones, because Guardians is a pretty strong category. Blessing of the Crystal is a pretty strong category. And these are worth the most points. Notice 15,500 points. Evocation, I guess if you have the right units, could be good. I don't. So I'm going to be doing a Guardian only clear. I'll show you the party in a moment. You might have seen it at the beginning of the video. But we're going to be doing that. Now we get into modifiers for monster stats. So this one is monster hit points. How many hit points the enemies have scaled up. So it's, small, medium, large. Then you get into Purgatory extra large, Purgatory EX extra large, and then Abyss huge and Abyss EX huge. I tried turning on the maximum amount. Oh my god, they have so many hit points. So for our clear, we're going to be going down to just the large category. It's only going to be worth 6,000 points. So I'm going to be missing 2,000 points for not turning on the maximum, but trust me, the maximum is really high. Next up is, after that, we've got monster offense. So how much attack and magic the monsters have. Now, because I'm going to be trying to do a turn 1 clear for the most part, we're going to turn on the maximum possible for monster attack power. The goal is to turn 1 OTK. The final boss seems to do mostly physical damage, which we're going to try to Mirage and either re-raise or guts for the final boss. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to try. We're going to try. The next category is monster defenses, like defense and spirit. Again, it can go really high, and they become so bulky that we can't OTK them, or at least I can't. So we're going to go down to just the large setting for monster defense and spirit, because I tried maximum. I did LBs with a bunch of premiums, and we did like 2% damage. They're bulky. So we're going to try down around here. From my testing, this is the sweet spot for me where it's good points and I can still turn 1 OTK all the trash mobs. So there we go. The next setting is, this one is Limit Burst. No Limit Burst allowed. That's going to be pretty challenging. So I'm going to leave this modifier off, but if you turn it on, you can't use Limit Burst. That's going to be really hard to do. It's probably doable. I'm sure it is doable, but that's going to be a hard one. This one is summoning Espers. So with it turned on, you can't summon Espers. Who cares? Who summons Espers these days? So the next one is just some exploration options. This one says no mini-map. So the mini-map in-game is turned off. This one is a little irritating. It means obscured vision. So if you remember the Garuda Tower, the second floor, with all that fog on the screen, this turns on the foggy screen. So it's going to be very hard to see where we're going. Thankfully, though, because I already gathered all the treasures, we can just follow the path directly to the end boss and not really have to explore that much with the fog on. I'd recommend you leave this off for your first clear, just for your sanity. So this modifier is no escapes if you turn this on, and as you can see, this is worth the most amount of points. If you turn that on, escaping is disabled. You've got to do every single combat. And then the last one is another variable choice. It's monster encounter rate. Small rate up, medium rate up, large rate up, extra large rate up. So this one basically is just a headache. We're going to turn on the maximum for lots of encounter rate. So we're going to be fighting a bunch of enemies. Keep in mind your mana. So if you're using anyone that uses mana every single encounter, you're going to want to have a plan for that. Either something that autofills their MP at the start of the turn, like Alfonsi's TMR, stuff like that, or a mana battery on the party, or use a party that uses all Limit Burst. Anyway, so with all these modifiers, I'm going to be getting 78,500 points if we get a clear in. And again, I can earn 3,000 more points when I eventually go back and just farm up these encounters. And then I could earn an extra 2,000 points by spending 3 keys. And I'm tempted to do it for the video, but we're not going to. So there we go. So let's get in here and give it a go. So again, you cannot bring a friend. This is the final boss. I'm told he's a beast. There we go. And this is the party we're going to be using. They're all Guardian units. So Prompto is going to LB. It's an AoE LB. An AoE 89 defense and spirit break. You know what? Now that I think about it, we actually also need to give. I don't think they do automatic death, so we're going to give Obsidian Bracer. Anyway, so yeah, that breaks defense and spirit, AoE. Prompto will be our AoE Bolting Strike Chainer. Esper Tyvis is going to AoE chain his LB. Lightning is going to AoE chain her LB. Because Lightning's LB does not automatically imperil Thunder, and neither does Prompto, we're going to be using Ayabrea. Now, the JP Ayabrea is a 750 leader skill for the Guardian category. So she's going to be our leader. Unfortunately, at EX1, she can't LB every single turn. So her role is basically going to be just using this sword to AoE 120 Lightning Imperil. This is from a Final Fantasy II event. Hopefully you have it. And I gave her an autofill MP at the start of the turn, so she never runs out of MP. It's pretty cheap regardless. And then we're going to be using Ilmatil for AoE LB. It's an AoE LB buff, Omni Killer, etc. She's also our Passive Provoke Evader. She's wearing the Obsidian Bracer. And most importantly, her LB AoE re-raises, which is going to hopefully allow us to get through the final boss, since we're not going to OTK him. Alright, so I'm going to pause the video after that long exploration. Then we're going to go in here and try it. I might have to make adjustments. We might fail. So, we'll go ahead and we'll just go. And if I fail, I'll then cut the video. So let me actually bring up my map on my second monitor so we can know where we're going, because it's so foggy. Okay, so anyway, so I've already looted the chest. I've already gotten the hidden passages. So we're going to go straight for the final boss. So we're going to run this way, very far. I mean, it's not too bad to see, but you can get lost a little bit. Okay, so here is the enemies. So Ayabrea is going to AoE Imperil. We're going to AoE LBU. We're going to AoE LBU, U, and U. Okay, so based on my testing, we should be able to OTK the trash enemies. Yeah, as you can see, it's pretty close. It's pretty close, but based on my testing, for my party, a 6,000 or the large HP and the large defense is the sweet spot where I just barely OTK the trash mobs, and there's the damage breakdown. Anyway, let's continue. Look at my map. So we're going straight to the final boss, who I don't know if we're going to even beat. I tried him before, and it didn't work out, but I've made some adjustments, and we're going to try it again. Okay. And it shouldn't take too terribly long going directly for the final boss. The encounter up is turned on, but it shouldn't. I could cut the video straight to the final boss, but I mean, it shouldn't take but about 5 minutes at the most. But as you can see, high encounter rate. Enemies are very bulky, and don't forget we do have the maximum possible attack and magic modifier turned on. So, if we go in here and don't OTK, they're going to deal a ton of damage in return to us. Stupid encounter rate. But the good news is, we're all using LBs. It autofills every time, and trance shifts. Even though Tybus and Lightning are trance shift, it refreshes the duration each battle. Oh god, we're going off map. No, stay on the road. I hate this fog. I hate this fog. We have to do it though. Yeah, so we haven't seen any little baby cactuars yet. Those are we got to find 3 of them, either 3 or 5 of them, to get the special mission. But I'm not going to worry about that during this. I'll go back with like a no modifier clear without this stupid fog. So this should be looping around to the left in a second. Yeah. Alright. We're almost to the final boss. And anyway, so I know people don't love explorations, especially explorations with obscene encounter rate. I have to agree. I wish this was more of like just a regular boss, or maybe just like a bunch of mini bosses and not, oh my god, not this many encounters. Of course, we did turn on higher encounter rate for the modifiers, because it is worth more points. I wish it wasn't. But yeah. Very exciting and fun. We love all this. Alright, here we go. And right over here is the final boss. Oh, damn it. We're almost there. We were so close. We were so close to the final boss. Alright. So, let's see. Yeah, hopefully we can. Hopefully we can beat the final boss, because we're not going to OTK him. I can promise you that. Okay, here's the final boss. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to actually change Ayabrea slightly. So we're going to, let's just reload first. We're going to reload these. We're going to use her LB. Aya Brea, though, is going to double Mirage the party. Then we're going to, let's see here. Is this one? Yeah, we're going to do a barrier for the party. And I don't think she has mitigation in her kit. She does have 50 mitigation. Honestly, I don't think it's worth it. Well, it might save us, who knows. But we've got re-raise from Ilmatil, so let's go ahead and do the best damage we can. Keep in mind, the boss is not currently lightning imperiled. He will get light imperiled by Prompto, though. So, here we go. Hope for the best. I think he only does physical damage, so potentially we're going to double Mirage this and evade it. Okay, yes. Oh, shoot, what is that? Nope, we're fine, we're fine. Okay, he did imperil us, which I'm not wearing resist gear. I didn't realize he'd be doing that. Well, let's see what happens here. So we're going to do this. We're going to... Where's her LB fill move? Right here. We're going to fill her LB, and we're going to modifier buffer. We're going to go for the kill next turn. Tybus, you know what I probably should have done is set up on turn 1 and burst on turn 2. It probably would have been a better idea, huh? I didn't think of that. If this fails, we'll come back and we'll do it that way. Prompto. At least this turn we can do an 85 break. That's it. Ooh, Prompto. Why can't you do better? Oh, you can do 87. Attack and magic break. That'll work. Aya Brea this turn will Mirage the party. Let's go ahead and do... We don't care about that. We're not doing damage with you. Let's do... We're not doing that either. We don't care about Demon Killer. Let's do a stop immunity. I don't know if the boss does stop, but just in case. Can she cure in perils? I don't think she can. I'm looking at her JP kit right now. I haven't used her that much. She was given for free. Only the EX1, though. It looks like she cannot, as far as I can tell, she cannot cure in perils. So, yeah. Whatever. That doesn't dispel, does it? No, it's fine. And then as far as Ilmatil goes, oh my god, she can't do Protector Shell either? Really, girl? We've already got re-raise. Shoot, I don't know. Whatever. So as long as we don't die here, oh yeah, we Libra'd him. As long as we don't die here, we should be fine. Oh, fire. Oh, no, it's okay. Okay. No, we're good. We're fine. We can go ahead and do SLB. Aya Brea can, you know, we still didn't in Thunder and Peril. Whoops. Well, that's fine. We can do it right here. And then we can just LB. And this should be the end of the boss, question mark. Oh yeah, we're good. Okay, so there it is. So, not too terrible. Not too terrible. Again, the event is in beta, so hopefully once we get into, you know, the release of the boss, yeah, remember the first LB Lightning had no imperil because Aya Brea was busy miraging the party. And let's get out of here. So, there it is, and that increased my score. I should be back into the current Tier 1 category now. Let's take a look. Yeah, 7,800. That's just the final boss only. And that moves me back into rank 1. So I'm currently rank 1 again. But again, the event is relatively early. We've still got a few weeks to go, or like a week and a half to go. As more people do it, I might get pushed back out of that Tier 1 category. But because as you can see right here, let me open up my old score. This is my old score. You know, I was rank 1 with 69,500. But, you know, now it takes... I think it was 73,500 to get a rank 1. And there it is. So, and then, you know, whatever. So again, I need to go back and do, I need to go and just farm and get all these encounters, find all these enemies. They're rare spawn enemies. Oh my god, it's going to be terrible as I farm a bunch of rare enemies with 1,000 encounter rate. And then if I really need to, I can rerun the clear and get 2,000 more points by spending some magic keys. I don't want to do that. I could also, you know, maybe it might be a good option to turn on some more bulk modifiers and build a party that is not like a turn one kill party. Because that final boss, I mean, it wasn't like super bad. He just did some damage. It seemed pretty fine. I don't know what he does if you take, you know, more than 2 turns. But yeah. And I guess technically you could turn on the no LB mod, but please no. Please no, that would be so terrible. And I wish this leaderboard thing is really cool, but I wish it would like show more than just one sample. I want to be right there. But no, it's fine. And then this right here. Oh, it's so yeah, this shows that I'm already currently in rank 1. Now this will update if I drop out of the rank 1 category. It'll update and show me what I have to do to re-enter the tier 1 on the pyramid. Anyway, that's Road to Glory. It seems like the event has potential to be really cool. Obviously, right now, it's as cool as it is for being new. It's still kind of underwhelming. You go in there and you like just, you know, do an old exploration with a relatively boring boss. But if they add these, you know, modifiers, mechanics, etc., to like an interesting boss with like, you know, like a real trial boss, it could be really cool. It could be really cool. So there it is. If they do any major updates to the event, I will make a new video and show you the new cool stuff. Otherwise, there it is. Hopefully I can stay in the rank 1 category for now. Anyway, see you in a bit.